Hi, my name is Callanan. I'm currently working as an applications engineer for engineering company Excelsis Technologies. We design power supplies that are used in both the telecoms industry, the military, and also in the medical industry. What I most like about my job is that it's all about problem solving. It's always a great feeling when you're presented with what appears to be a very difficult problem to some people. We can break that down into small problems, solve each of those small problems, and then present a final solution for our customer, and that's always a great feeling. My main tasks are to assist engineers with any problems that they might have with power supplies. Power supplies are quite a small part of the electronics industry, and not many people have the expertise. So this company does have that expertise, and what we do is we help other people as they try to integrate our solutions. Even for me, it's difficult to plan what I'm going to be doing for the week, because if a problem arrives on Monday, often it requires me to do some lab work to follow up, or do some paperwork to follow up, and if we can't get to the bottom of the problem, it will involve travel to a customer's location. Engineering does pay very well. It pays approximately 25% above the norm for graduates on starting off. When you graduate as an engineer, the first thing that any company will do is that they will develop a training program for you. Your general degree will not give you enough information for any specific job, because engineering is such a vast and complex area. When you start your job, typically a company will develop what's known as an induction training program. And that is one piece of advice that I would give to young people, that if they are selecting a job, try to pick a big company, particularly a big multinational company for your first job, because they will have the proper structures in place that will give you a good foundation for your future in engineering. One of the best things I like about being an engineer is you really do have true flexi time. Engineers are always learning. Every single day I learn something new in my job. I've yet to have a day in the last 12 years of my career where I haven't learned something new. Often the focus in engineering is in maths and physics and chemistry, and absolutely these are required as a foundation to becoming an engineer. When I was 17, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I did not want to work office-based every day 9 to 5. As I looked at the various options, engineering offered me a good balance. When I was looking at these courses, is that after you graduate and when you start working, you can go from being an engineer to being a manager if that's your chosen role, but you cannot start being a manager and end up as an engineer. A question that's sometimes asked is, if I'm not doing physics or if I'm not doing honours maths, does that prevent me from becoming an engineer? Well, there are ways of becoming an engineer without those subjects. In fact, a point I'd like to make is that never let anybody tell you that you cannot become any chosen profession, and I mean that. Just because you don't do physics, yes, of course it will be more difficult for you when you get to college, but it will not stop you from becoming an engineer.